Yeah, that's my work shirt. So, welcome to Way of Fishing. I haven't posted in a while. I'm sitting out here in my fire pit. No, that's not my work shirt. That used to be my work shirt. But I don't work there anymore, y'all. Actually, right now I work nowhere. So that's what's new on the channel, is that right now we don't have a job. So I wish it was warm, because then I could just do crazy loads of fishing content because I got free time. But it's not warm, it's cold, so I'm out here burning stuff I don't want anymore, like work shirts. Look at it, it won't die. It will not burn. It's flame retardant. Die slowly. Don't need them anymore. I'm never gonna wear it again, ever. Like, this thing seriously won't go. Like, look at it. It won't burn. What is that made out of? It die. It won't die. It won't burn. Die. All right, now on to the real purpose of today's video. That was just fun. But what I've got right here, this is Fishing Kid's kayak. This is a 10-foot Moken FeelFree move. So it's a FeelFree move, not a Moken. And it's a really good boat for a small child or a small person. I've tried to get in it. I'm 5'10", about 187. It's not. Don't. If you're an adult, if you're larger, don't do this. But I want to cover this mod that I made to it. Cheapest mod I've ever done on a kayak, really. And I'm just going to walk you through. This was a real down and dirty. I actually did this right before we went fishing one day. One of the problems in this 10-foot boat, I was watching him paddle. Every time he stroked, the boat twisted, right? So you think about energy. Every time he's spending energy twisting the boat instead of pushing it forward. The boat doesn't really have a good keel on it, and so it really needed a rudder. This is a cheap little Chinese knockoff rudder. I got it on eBay. I'll link it below. Got a face full of heat just now. It actually is a really good rudder for what I paid for it. Like, the rudder on my boat is very similar to this, but the rudder on my boat, that kit was 200-something bucks. I think this was like $20 or $25 or something for the rudder. What I did was initially is, if that'll show up, I use pipe strap to hold it. Don't do that. Do not use pipe strap and hold it. It flexed. It's not strong enough. You can bend it, and the rudder kept moving around every time he touched something. What I ended up going with was this, which is PVC board or vinyl board. You can pick it up from Lowe's. It's used to make door jambs, exterior door jambs, because it won't rot, mildew, absorb water, sunlight, UV stable. Same stuff as PVC pipe, but in a board format. Because the strapping didn't work, I did come back and go with 3 stainless steel screws. I'm not a fan of putting holes in kayaks, but here I did attempt to do it a different way, and it just didn't work. The rudder is bolted to this board with stainless steel screws of its own right here. And then this is just in the kayak. This hasn't moved, hasn't budged, hasn't leaked, hasn't given me any problems. And again, it immediately stopped his fishing, and it made him faster. It made him, he doesn't fatigue as easily. He can stay out on the water longer. He can go greater distances, and he overall just enjoys it better. The wind doesn't affect him as bad anymore. And then up here, that's just a real simple, I had a GoPro mount laying around from all my cameras on some PVC-T, stainless steel, down to PVC, and I used the same board because I cut it rough cut. You can see this really jagged, nasty cut right here. I just grabbed it, threw it on here. And then I just used some conduit strapping with stainless steel screws to hold the PVC on here. Literally, guys, this took me less than 15 minutes. I threw this together on the tailgate of the truck one day right before we went fishing, and it has made a world of difference in his kayak fishing. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but function over form, man. I was just trying to find a way to make it so my kid could fit, so Fishing Kid could enjoy the water better, and I wouldn't have to. It wasn't so much work trying to get out there. This is absolutely, I recommend doing this. I'll link this. I'll link Lowe's website for this, but I would suggest you go pick it up unless you can't and you got to ship it, because it's a 6-foot board and shipping, why? Just go get it. PVC, if you got a kayak, you probably got PVC laying around or no way to get it. You can get this from Lowe's, hardware store, anywhere you want. And then, of course, eBay for all this stuff up here if you need it. That's it. I mean, literally 15 minutes threw this together. I guessed on the center point. I just kind of midlined it and figured, that's close enough, and put it down, and it hasn't been a problem. He tracks pretty straight. It wasn't really that serious. You can put a deploy rope on here so that you can pull it up and down if you want to. I usually just come over and I pick it up for him. And then when he wants it down, I just come over and I throw it in the water, and we're good to go. There's no tension, so if you hit something, it just plops up and comes back down. If I was to change one thing about this, I would like this to be lower to the water. I could probably come up with some other way to mount it under the handle to put more of the rudder in the water, but it does fine as it is. So there you have it. I mean, 5 minutes, but that's quick. That's all I got on that one, guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. I'm having a real hard time with the focal point on this camera. I'm over 1,000. I'm under review by YouTube. Finally, it took 2 years, but I'm finally there, and I appreciate all you guys for being there. As you can see from the beginning of the video, YouTube is my only job right now, so I definitely appreciate the support. Tell your friends about me, help me continue to grow the channel, give me ideas for video content, and the channel's not going anywhere. I'm gonna spend a lot of time looking for a job, but the channel's not going anywhere, and there will be more uploads coming. So Merry Christmas to everybody, if that's what you do, if that's what you celebrate, and I'll see y'all on the next video.